Good morning, good morning, good morning to all of God's people out there in the universe. I say good morning to each one of you. I pray that each one had a great and blessed week. We're going to get this week started with another quick topic, and I want to dig into it with a question format. And today's topic that I'm going to talk about or speak on comes from a level of personal experience. Again, everything that I say, everything that I do is nothing that someone is proud of me to do. This is all on how I see it, the way I view it, and coming from a personal journey for myself and what I have dealt with or be dealing with. So today's topic is, why am I at fault for carrying what you refuse to claim? Why am I at fault for carrying what you refuse to claim? Let that settle in your spirit for a hot second, and we'll chime in with the topic. Oftentimes, we connect ourselves with people, regardless if it's work relationship, companionship, family, associates. We are connected through this world among people. And the beautiful part about it is that unless you just like to live alone, you're going to come in contact with someone. And when you make that initial contact, it's usually small with a hi and how you doing, or maybe not. Maybe you don't have to speak. Maybe you can just walk around and not say anything. But then when you build that community of closeness, regardless if it's like I said, work, personal relationship, business relationship, whatever it is, you're going to have an interaction with someone outside yourself. Once we get into that level of intimate space with an individual, we oftentimes see different values or different lights that we are not either accustomed to or we adjust to it, but we don't want to actually deal with it. So here I am, and I asked the question, why am I at fault for something that you refuse to carry? And this sometimes happens, especially in relationships, when you start dealing with a person. And I've been in a space where not knowing how to let go. And then you have someone that's there, that's willing to put in the work and do the necessary things that is required for the relationship or the impact to move forward. But here you are, you're still holding on. And matter of fact, I am bleeding in a space on someone else innocent because what I don't want to claim and deal with as an individual. So when we start looking at life and we evolve in different areas of our lives, we have to take a good look at self. Self-reflection is something that needs to be done daily. Self-gratitude, or where we're at in our life, has to be done on a daily platform. And I say that because where you met me at on yesterday, I may not be there today. And when you're working with your coworkers or your peers and your business partner, where you met them at on yesterday, they may not be there the next following day. But instead of us taking that fear or the place where we feel like it's your fault, you need to deal with it. It's your fault. But in reality, is it their fault? Or is it something I haven't dealt with? We all have baggage. And we have to go through those baggage and suitcases of luggages that we carry. And a lot of time I find myself telling my mom, I have to do my work for myself but I also have to do my shadow work for my daughter. And speaking of shadow work, we have to understand that we're coming into this world as a spirit. Before the human actually is created, the little heartbeat of the fetus is actually there. We're connected in the spiritual realm first. And a lot of things that connects us that we do oftentimes is an ancestor, is off our ancestors on what they have lived and they have done. So when we start creating these patterns and we start living our lives and we're expecting someone else to fix us, I'm here for it. But again, why am I at fault for what you refuse to claim and your downfalls, and your misguidance, your lack of preparation? Why am I at fault for that? And this is so pertinent in the society that we're living in now. Yes, there are things that are unfair about life. Yes, there are things that we can do better with inside our life. Yes, there's opportunity that others may have had that we did not have. But how long do I punish myself and the people around me that I love, I care for, and I say that I want to cherish when I refuse to carry my own mess? So I say to each one of you, wherever you're at, whatever you have going on in your life, stay vigilant to who you are. But most of all, don't allow anyone to be at fault for what they refuse to claim. That's not your burden. That's their burden. And sometimes we have to have a level of boundaries among people that's not only dealing with just your intimate space of your spouse, co-workers, business owner. We see a lot of things that come up into people, come out of people that they haven't dealt with. But instead of them dealing with it, they bleed, or their expectations is for the individual that they are connected to deal with that. And that is so unfair. So I say to you, be blessed. 345, I rise, you rise, we rise.